Hello. Does it bother you that Google Classroom doesn't separate the marking periods in the gradebook? So this is the gradebook, and it just keeps adding the grades on top of each other and gives you the overall grade average. Well, if it's bother you, welcome to the club because it bothers me a lot. Because at the end of the, okay, let's say if it's the first marking periods, it's easy. What you get is gonna be the first marking period averages, but if it's the end of the second marking period, what am I gonna do? Separate everything? And it was bothering me. Then the other day I was like, hey, I can do it with playing with a little bit with the settings. So here is what I found a solution to this problem. When you come to the gradebook, just click the gear, okay? Go to the settings. When you go to the settings, you're gonna go the class settings. You go all the way down. When you come all the way down, click the weighted by category section, selection. Click this one, and right in the categories I wrote like MP1, like marking period 1, 2, 3, and 4. Since this is second marking period, like I gave 0 to all those first, third, and fourth marking period. I made the second marking period 100. Okay, so whenever I give an assignment, and if I mark it belongs to second marking period, it will only calculate that one. Okay, so how we are going to do that? Let's say when you do this, make sure you save it. Anytime you make changes, you save it and go to do, like when you're assigning a class, let's say this is my classwork, make sure in the grade category just mark second marking period. Then when you go to the grade book, the grades will come only from the second marking period work. Like you see over here, it says like first marking MP1 first marking period. Then after that it goes to second marking period works. So this will come only from the works from the second marking period. It will ignore the first marking period. Then let's say what you're gonna do, like next marking period. Here's what you need to do. Change the percentage end of each marking period. Let's say this is the second marking period. Second marking period is over. What you're gonna do, go to the class settings, make this one 0, second marking period 0, and write this one 100. Okay, so third marking period 100. Now on, it's only gonna calculate the third marking period averages. I put this on an Excel, I don't want to change my settings so frequently. So change it. Then when it's fourth marking, the third marking period is over, you got the averages, you mark them pass, fail, or you give grades. Then what you're gonna do, just change this to 0. Then, as soon as you start to give fourth marking period assignments, write fourth marking period 100. So it's only going to calculate the fourth marking period averages. But what you're going to do at the end of the year? At the end of the year, when the year end comes, because each marking period has the equal weight, like we have 4 marking periods, divide that 100 into 4, so make all of them 25, 25, 25, then you will get equal, okay? So the overall average is gonna be equal at the end of the marking period. Even like if you want to make changes, like I know our first marking period and the last marking period was like shorter, so you can actually make it like 20% first marking period, 20% fourth marking period, and you can make the others 30-30. Sorry, you can make the others 30-30. So but make sure like everything is 100, total is 100. Or I have another thing, because I'm a science teacher, I have the project grades. Okay, so I have the project grades. I can actually add over here, I can make like this 20, 20, and I can add like another 20% project grade. Okay, 20%, let's make it percent. So 20% project grade, I can add into this one, or I can add into another marking periods. But what if you're saying like, oh, I have been using the weighted categories, but you're already using it for classwork or test, participation, something like this. Here's the solution for that one. Instead of creating like only 4 marking periods, you're going to create 4 marking periods sections. I shaded like some of them. So first marking period, let's say here is your weighted categories. Work 40%, exams 30%, participation 30%. I'm just giving you as an example. Okay, what you're gonna do, like let's say we are on the second marking period, instead of writing this only like 100 on second marking period, you're going to put the categories on the second marking period sections, and you're going to mark the assignments that way: work, exam, or participation. Okay, when the second marking period is over, make them 0, then go like third marking period as so 40, 30, and 30, then it will only going to calculate, it's only going to calculate that way. You want to add like one marking period like extra something else over there, like you want to add the project over there, you can actually add it right over here, somewhere around there. But here is a trick for the end of the year. At the end of the year, you need to divide, like we divided 100 into 4 and it became 30, I'm sorry, 25, and you made it, you changed some of them. You need to change everything by 4. You need to divide by 4. So if you divide 40 by 4, you're going to get 10. 30 by 4, you're going to get 7.5. So do it this way. At the end of the year, you're going to get the whole year average like this way, calculating, or do it the way that you want to do it. But this way, it actually, Google Classroom calculates the marking period averages. And one important thing, when you are giving your assignments, so this is one of my assignment, the grade category, make sure you always mark it. Okay, make sure we are on the second marking period, so I mark second marking period, and it actually shows on the grade book right over here. You will always know which work is for which marking period, and you can see everything over there. Making all these changes for all my classes, even going back to first marking period assignments and marking them as like first marking period, second marking period, or something like that, it took me, believe me, less than half an hour. Not even that much. It was easy. If you need any help, anything, just send me an email. I'll help you to set this up. Thank you. Bye.